I could be bleeding or get hit by a truck on my way to work on a bicycle, and instead of going to a hospital, I walk home, get in my car, and drive to work. Because that's just how I am. And this was no different. I was training like a madman for the last year and a half, give or take, and over the last probably 3 to 4 months, instead of getting stronger, I was getting weaker. Instead of my cardiovascular fitness getting better, it was getting worse, and I was feeling more and more tired instead of getting better, which is what's supposed to happen. I was ignoring a problem because I just didn't want to deal with it, which sort of maybe explains why I didn't exactly tell essentially anybody what was going on, especially with the procedure and everything, because I just, I didn't want to deal with it. And if you've ever had any kind of a stay in a hospital, you'll learn one thing, that sometimes family and friends is more stressful than just being alone. And it's totally true. I mean, some of my family members cannot handle me in a hospital bed. And the stress of them is worse than what I'm going through. And I remember several situations that I won't name names or specific situations, but I remember during my last open heart procedure when I was 11, I remember certain points where I was just like, fuck me, can you just leave me alone? Like, it would be easier for me to be dealing with this alone. Regardless, this procedure was so much simpler than cutting me open, cracking the ribs, and fondling my heart for a few hours. This procedure, from what I understand, took about 4 hours, and all they did was, there's a large artery tube that leads down throughout your whole body, and there's a really easy access point near the groin area. And they make a small cut in the skin and essentially shove a wire up there, follow that tube, artery, all the way up to the heart, take a balloon, open the valve they need to get to, take out the old, and then they take a stick with a ring on it, shove that up there, let the ring lay where it needs to, pull the stick back out, pull out the wire, pull out the balloon, maybe not in that order, and 3 days later I'm back home baking. And it was that simple, and it's been amazing so far.